Hey, what it do, family? Hey, listen, welcome to the Breakfast and Bud Morning Show. It's your girl. It is the Breakfast and Bud Morning Show out this mug, and I appreciate everybody for showing up. What it do, family? It's your girl, Tootie Toot, and welcome to the Breakfast and Bud Morning Show. The hottest thing smoking in the AM. Now, listen, you can meet me here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10:30 to 12. This is where we be kicking it at. You know what I'm saying? Don't act stank. Now, I need y'all to go ahead and spread the word, Big Bird. I am in jail on YouTube. Okay, Tootie Uncensored. That's why no stories and stuff have been dropped. I'm gonna react to some, but they won't be up until I get out of jail because I can't put them on a Toot Reacts channel. I'm nervous. I gotta just keep everything separate. You did? So just bear with me. I got about 5 more days or 4 more days, something like that. You know what I mean? But I'll let y'all know when I get parole. But that's what's up. So if you see somebody in the comment section like, where's Toot? Toot, you know, that's what's happening. Not in real jail, but in YouTube jail. Now look, man, we got a little thing. It's a 2-parter. Because I seen this the other night and I saved it because I wanted to know you guys' opinion on this. Now the reason why I want to know y'all opinion is because I know that I have a lot of women in this chat. Now why want to let me see the damn thing? I'm about to get pissed off now. Let me see. Why want to let me see it now? Come on, I quit playing. Hold on. Because this shit was crazy, and I want to know how you feel about it, if I can get it. Shit. I forgot I don't got the Instagram on this phone, but it's okay. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Wait. So, yeah, that was my day. I woke up in a stank-ass mood, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Every day is different. Shit. What is this right here? Damn, man. Got to do all this shit just to log in, bro. I want to know what you ladies would do in this situation. I got a 2-parter. It's going to be better if I could just show you the whole thing. You dig? I got to be able to show you the whole thing. Say, I don't care what this one is. What the fuck is this? What is this? That's fine. Just do it. Okay, well, let me do it. Hold on, y'all. They about to piss me off. I'm chilling with my today. Damn. Hold on. Here I come, y'all. It's logging on right now. The shit pissing me off. Okay, here we go. Gotta do all this shit. God. Hold on. Hold on, y'all, because y'all know I'll throw a computer in a minute. Hold on. Oh. The computer like bitch is you. Dead ass. The computer like niggas your ass. Hold on, y'all. It's coming right now. Give me that. Give me that. Why want to give me that? Hold on, y'all. Let's get it. All right, so listen. I want to know. You in a scenario. I know that in situations, in relationship situations, right? I know that sometimes men, women, they get mad at each other. And they do some real petty shit. Now I want to know, in your honest opinion, I'm going to open up the lines. I want to know if you feel like this shit is warranted or not, no matter how you and your baby daddy is getting along. Now I want y'all to let me know. Hold on 1 second. Let me know. Now let's watch this clip. Some of y'all probably seen it, some of y'all haven't, but let's watch it.
My baby said about this bitch crying.
I don't care. I told you stop playing with me.
That motherfucker cut my baby hair out of here. Look at that shit. That shit sad. Hurt my baby feeling.
Now wait.
But you don't hurt the dad. You hurt her feelings. You hurt my baby feelings. My baby sat there for 2 hours. My baby sat there for 2 hours. My baby sitting about this bitch crying.
I don't care. I told you stop playing
This
with me.
motherfucker cut my baby hair out of here.
So then,
Look at that
now
shit.
what?
That shit sad. Hurt
Now
my
wait.
baby feeling.
Now what?
But you don't hurt the dad.
I
You
don't
hurt her
care. I
feelings.
do
You
my
hurt my
own
baby
going
feelings.
help.
My
I do
baby
my
sat
own
there for
going
2
help.
hours.
I do my own going help.
My baby sat there for 2 hours.
Stop playing with me.
Now,
My baby sitting about this.
when I see this situation, it's a lot of things that you can get from this. And I'm going to open up the phone lines and I want to know. Now, one, maybe he's moved on and they doing a co-parenting situation and his girlfriend was the one who did her hair. Either way it goes, even if he took his baby to a shop, do you get so mad to where you do this? Now, ladies, I want to know in the comments, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all is going to say, hell yeah, I do that. Some of y'all might have some sense. Now, I want to know. Drop it down. I'm finna open up these phone lines right now. What that says to me is that his new girlfriend did her hair. I hate to believe that he took her to the shop and she still did that whole shit. What that says to me is that his new girl did her hair. Facts. and she can't take it. I mean, because what the fuck else? Let me open these lines. I'm trying to break my thumb getting these bitches. Because I just don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? What the hell is going on? I want to know what's going on. Hit me up. The phone lines is open. 678-235-4338. The little girl is going to resent her mother. And women, I just want to say, this is the type of shit that scars your daughters. I understand you get mad at these niggas and shit like that, but that was a ridiculous ass situation. Now the phone lines is open. Hit me up right now. I'll play it again for the people who might have missed it later.
Call from.
What it do, family?
Hey, Too.
What's up?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so I think that's real bitter. I saw that video before. That's real bitter.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me think about whenever my cousin moved on from his baby mama, and she made him strip the baby butt naked in the cold winter because she didn't want the baby to go back with the clothes that he had bought her. That's weird.
It's fuck.
Or everything we bought her for Christmas, she took from the baby, and the candy that he sent her home with, she took and threw away. That's bitter. That is bitter. That's all you're doing is traumatizing your child. All you're doing is traumatizing your child. That's bitter. I don't like stuff like that. Like, girl, she needs to be slapped. Because why would you cut that baby hair out her head?
Yo, broke my heart when I seen that shit. Because that was some stank
And the baby
ass
just
shit.
crying.
Yep.
Like, that's bitter. But, oh, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. That is so bitter. Like, girl, that's why y'all got to be careful y'all have kids.
Yep. Because this is a situation that no matter what the predicament, it was just too irrational.
Yeah. And your baby gonna remember that.
Oh yeah, dead ass.
Remember that.
All that baby wanted to hear was that she wanted mama to say your hair look pretty. That was it. That was all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for her to do what she did, man, is just unacceptable behavior. And you know what? Her ass stinks in real life.
And she thinks that she's gonna damage the daddy and the daughter relationship. In reality, she's damaging her and her child's relationship.
Well said.
And she don't even realize that.
Well said. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm gonna let somebody else get it.
Thank you so much, bro. You too. I want to know, y'all seen a scenario, you know what I mean? What are y'all thinking about in that particular situation? Do you think that is just a mother that is bitter, or do you think that is just a mother who ain't got no goddamn sense? You know what I'm saying? Because that was some crazy ass shit. I don't understand something. Here I come, y'all. Here I come. Don't hang up now. Don't hang up. Fuck. Oh, there you go.
From.
What it do, family?
What it do, bro?
Ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Just this wonderful Wednesday. Nah, what going on with you?
Trying to make $1.
I'm trying to tell you. So listen, you seen the video. What are you thinking in that particular situation? Shawty got a problem or what?
She all the way. She needs to be under the jail to do that to a child that can't defend themselves or do anything. And the child look like he's between 2 and 4 years old. That's just so disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever trauma she has, she should never put it on that child. I don't care what they got going on, what the hell is going on between them, but a child shouldn't be put in the middle of that mess. Period.
The end. The end.
You smoking some serious
Ooh,
weed.
this right here is hidden. But no, let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a situation, and I know as parents sometimes we get in, parents, adults, anybody. It could be your significant other. Have you ever find yourself like kind of like snapping on your kid because an argument you might have been going through at the time?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it real short and sweet.
Okay.
My husband, he's passed, but this happened before he passed, and we was going through a divorce. We got 2 kids together.
Mm-hmm.
At the time while we were separated, he would get the kids on a weekend, and so he's the weekend parent.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was, I don't know, they do their little thing, not letting the kids take a bath or making sure they stay on schedule. So my little girl, she was the youngest, and then I had a son, and they're like 3.5 years apart. So on Friday, okay, boom, they ain't take no bath. But first thing said, they need to be in there washing their ass.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So they come home Sunday. He pick them up from school on Friday and bring them home Sunday by 6 o'clock. So how about when they came home, they smelling like all day? So I'm like, what's the problem? What? Oh, Daddy said we ain't got to take no bath. I said, and I snapped before realizing what I was saying. Because, they're kids. They doing, if they could get away with it, they're going to do what they do. I said, damn well when you here with me, and I don't care where you at, you better watch your ass. So when I talked to their dad, I said, look, I get 2 flying fucks if you don't want to wash your ass. But them 2 right there, 7 days a week, they need to wash their ass. Wash their ass, brush their teeth, because, his sister, when I used to get her kids, my nieces, they drawers would be so stained up they could sit over there in the corner, like, what's up? And I used to tell them when I picked them up, I said, who in here living wrong? I told them, Mama, you was going to get on it because they didn't smell right. Okay, now, these little girls, and we sweat more than boys. So why y'all, 8, 9, 10 years old drawers looking like all week? Before they even come to the inside the house, I stopped them right there where the washer and dry is. Take all your goddamn clothes, get that towel, wrap yourself up, one go in one bathroom, the other one go in the other bathroom, take them clothes, put them in a trash bag, and put them bitches outside.
Jesus Christ. You know what? I don't even remember what we was talking about, but I gotta get off this phone. I just got the phone. My stomach hurts.
We gotta link up. Dad is in the house. You need to respond to my messages. Hit me up so I can be able to hit you up and we can connect. I'm in Atlanta. I'm looking forward to seeing me, you, and Bella. Y'all are real vibe. Appreciate you for answering my call. I've been trying.
No problem. I'm gonna check. You hit me on the Instagram or Facebook?
Both.
Okay.
I'm the one that sent you the message and you said, I'm gonna check right now.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember you sent the link. Okay, I got you, Flag. I got you. I'm gonna send you a message back.
All right, then. That's what it do.
Bye.
Bye.
She said, shawty them drawers was looking like all week.
Call from Lauren.
Yo, Lauren, what it do?
What it do, Sue? How y'all doing?
Man, that lady said the girl drawers was looking like all week. That's what she said.
Lord.
That shit got me in fucking tears.
On this topic.
Bro, listen, go ahead. Tell me, what you think about that situation? Now, you seen the scenario. What do you think? What is wrong with her?
Okay, so I got 3 girls, okay? Mm-hmm. So I know what it's like to be a mom who has daughters and have to take them over to the daddy house and there's another woman there. Mm-hmm. Let me tell y'all something. I appreciate you getting my child's hair done. I appreciate you taking them out, buying them clothes. making sure they come home looking like they've been taken care of, well fed. That's what we as women, we supposed to do. We should never want our child going over to their daddy house and somebody's over there not doing their hair, not feeding them, not spending time with them.
Facts.
We got so many kids, just like that one little girl just got killed by her stepmom because the mom hated her so much and was abusing her. We supposed to be happy to see her. I tell my kids, send me pictures when you over there. If you doing something fun, if they taking care of you, doing, buying you something, I want to see you having a good time.
Facts.
So that's nothing but jealousy. And to be honest with you, that's a female who not only hates the dad and the woman he with, but she also hates that child, and she's taking her hatred out on her child.
Yep.
That's very sad.
Yeah, it is. And that was that was well said, because see, the thing about it is here, when you turn on this here internet, it don't matter where you go, you see so many stories about stepfathers and stepmothers mistreating kids. If you over there and you are just really like extending your love, even though it's through my baby daddy, I don't give a fuck how you extend it. But as long as you treat my child, you know what I'm saying, as an extension of him, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, right there should be applaudable. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't gotta care. Shit, I know women who want to do another kid hair, have her daughter hair looking good, have this baby looking fucked up just because she's bitter as well. Hell nah. Let's get it together.
That's right.
Let's get it
the
together.
Last thing I want to say is we got to start appreciating our bonus moms because they are our babysitters.
Yeah.
Girl, while your kid is gone, have fun, enjoy your time. As long as your kid being treated right, it ain't no problem.
Facts. Well said.
All right.
Thank you so much for calling in,
y'all.
Lauren.
Thank y'all. Have a good one.
You too. Now I'm gonna be real with you. She brought up a very valid point. Sometimes we get caught up in these emotions that we forget the blessing that God is bestowing upon us. You know what I mean? Y'all will know hands down. You know what I'm saying, that you and this man can't be together. You love his ass. You love him down. You know what I mean? You love his ass down. Lord knows he blows your back out. But you know in the back of your head, this is not going to be a future type of situation. Y'all will know this. You feel me? And the moment that man moves on, all right, you know what I'm saying, we start to focus on the things that ain't need to be focused on. Now, when you was with this trifling ass man, because no matter what, you leaving him because he was trifling to a certain extent. God is already moving this nigga from you, all right? But you don't see that. You see him being with the other woman. You know what I mean? And you're not able to one-up him. But you don't see that God is removing this nigga from your ass and about to give your ass a blessing. Because guess what? You have been giving it all you got. You deserve that break. You deserve that weekend. But sometimes you get so caught up in that bitter shit to where you miss the blessings. You miss the blessings, ladies and gentlemen. You dig what I mean? If you get into a situation, don't let the bitterness trick you out of not only your own happiness, but your kids. Y'all got to start looking at this shit different. That shit is a blessing. There is motherfucking mamas that go 365 days a year and don't even have a weekend with their baby daddies. Okay, now you got one. So the fuck what? He over that motherfucker with another woman. Let's hope that she's teaching him. Okay? So that he can be the father that he need to be for my kid. Fuck me, because I know I can't be with him. But I don't got to be bitter about it. You feel what I'm saying? To where we just got these ongoing situations. It take a village, goddamn. These kids cost a lot of money, nigga. You would think I had a kid. I only got nephews and nieces. And I'm broker than a motherfucker. You dig what I mean? So I can only imagine the shit that a parent would go through. You dig what I'm saying? So let's stop looking at that shit from a different perspective. That lady, she over there so mad, cutting out braids. Now she got to redo the baby hair. That's 2 hours. And then she going to be mad doing it. Because all she thinking about is, damn, she had to redo it from this bitch. So now she yanking all on the baby's head. She all over there like a bobble. You feel what I'm saying? We got to do better, man. Hit me up, 678-235-4338. We talking this crazy ass shit. We talking about the bullshit that motherfucking women do for no reason. Now, I'm going to play the video again for the people who just tuning in. But we're talking this. Ladies, is this acceptable behavior no matter how you feel about your man? I'm sorry. I want to know. Hold on, y'all. Let me grab this card first. I'm going to play it right after this break. But that's ridiculous in so many different levels. What it do, family?
What it do to?
What's happening with you? Hey, the way you say, what it do to? It's like you sneaking in. Where you at?
Nah, I'm not. Well, my baby's sleeping. My son is sleeping.
Okay.
He had me up all night, so he finally fell asleep. But nah, I wanted to say that lady, she needs to get evaluated.
Facts.
Because I don't, as a real mother instinct, it should make you, like Lauren said, it should make you happy that you have somebody around your kids that's willing to take care of them, that's willing to look out for them. As a little girl, make sure her hair is done, that she look nice and neat.
Mm-hmm.
That hurt my feelings to see that. And I have boys. It made me cry to see that little girl upset. I have a niece, and she has a stepmom that takes care of her, makes sure her hair is done. And my sister, she thanked her.
Facts.
She makes sure she look out. She makes sure, you know, that everything is copacetic. Even though her and her husband are not together, she makes sure that she keep the line of communication open, because it's very hard to find somebody that's willing to put that time in, especially with kids that are not theirs.
Facts. Facts.
And that's so sad.
That's
so sad. The dad, he dodged the bullet. And it's scary to think that your child is with somebody that would intentionally hurt her like that. Like,
facts. I agree.
That ain't a real mom to me. That ain't no real mom to me.
That's not even a real example of a human being. You know what I mean? That shit was just was so distasteful. Thank you so much, Pooh, for calling in.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Can I have one of the mods pin a phone number up here, you guys? Because they said that I'm saying it too fast. Can we just get the phone number to the line pin? I want to ask another question. Now, on the flip side of things, I'm going to play devil's advocate. We grown up in this bitch. Let's be grown. Now, is this also a situation, though, that let's say dad do have a girlfriend in the house, all right? Is this a conversation that you have with your baby mama before you allow somebody else playing in your daughter's head or some shit? Like, is it one of those type of things where you say, hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? It's getting serious with me and Tasha. Tasha wanted to do her hair. Is it cool with you? Now, is it one of those things to where you do have to have etiquette? Because now let's look at it on the flip side of things. Now, from the outside looking in, is no. I don't think is no way that you can justify that type of behavior. However, what if it's one of those things to where you know how it is, a nigga treat you like trash, get with somebody else and act brand new, and then start to try to like go against the grain of the co-parenting. Now, is it one of those type of things that you feel like should be had? A conversation should be had before those type of things happen. You know what I mean? Hit me up. The lines is not open. 678-235-4338. You dig what I mean? I want to know. Drop it down in the comments. Thank you guys again for 2K again. We on the way. We trying to climb and hit that 3K. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? It depends, honestly. What if a mother can't do her hair at all or just irresponsible? That's a different scenario. We're saying able parents, able-bodied parents. Dude move on. He got a new girlfriend who living with him now. The baby come over there every weekend or whatever the days may be. You know what I'm saying? They finna ready to go somewhere or whatever. Baby girl, she does her hair. Is that one of those type of things that you make sure that you introduce to the mother first? The lines are open. What it do, family? What it do, family? What's up? You sound like you in orbit. Where you at? There you go. I can hear you better now. Yeah, there you go.
So, being a mother who went through this, I think it was great that someone else did her hair. I would love for someone to look out for my child when they're in their, when my child is in their care, because I look after other people's kids as if they're my own. But at the same time, my baby father never had the conversation with me on if she can do my child hair. So I didn't have a problem with it. I just told him, next time, let me know. You know?
Yeah.
Just make sure I'm okay with it. And be good. You know, if you just doing it, that's nice, but let me know, because this is still my child at the end of the day. And it's all about communication when you're co-parenting.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's a yes and a nay. Because, yeah, do my child hair. I love it. Thank you. Hell, I barely know how to braid. But ask me, as my child's father, have that open communication with me. Let me know, hey, such and such want to do little man hair. You cool with it? Yeah. No problem. Just don't make it a shock to me, though. But, yeah, no problem. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, so it's just one of those type of things where you do think that the lines of communication should be open, and you are for it. Bet.
Definitely. Just let me know. That's all I ask. Just let me know.
Facts.
And we good.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in, Pooh.
Thank you. Bye.
I told y'all this was gonna be a two-parter. Right now, we're focusing on a woman's perspective. So I want to know, like, you know what I'm saying? We seen the video or whatever with the little girl or whatever, and I want to know, like, how are you feeling about it? Do you think that the mother was bitter? Do you think that she was mad for a lot of different reasons? Because the video doesn't really bring a lot of context, but in fact, you can pretty much figure out the scenario. You know what I'm saying? And it could go a lot of different places. Hold on 1 second, y'all.
Call from.
Hello.
What's up, Bookie?
What's up, Bookie? How you doing?
Okay, I'm good. So, look, I'm glad I got in.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did not already identify that the girl is childish, you know, as far as the mother, but I want to take it to a different outlook.
Okay.
Say the mother and the father had a conversation about the little girl hair. Maybe he tried to get her hair done once before, and it ended up like her hair started breaking out, or she started getting sores in her head, and whoever was doing the hair, it didn't treat her hair right. So the mom and the dad had a conversation about it. Okay, that's cool. We ain't gonna let her do it. Woo woo. We can just keep it how it is. Now, say the mama ended up doing the little girl hair, and she know she was going to her dad, and her hair was a certain type of way, and the mom and the dad had a conversation behind closed doors, and they got into it during the time the little girl was staying with the dad. And say they got into it, and in a malicious way, he got her hair done because he knew that the mother would react a certain type of way.
Facts.
What if there was what if there was an actual situation that happened, but because you know they always deem women as mean, you know, they just rude. They don't, you know, it's a emotional attachment to a man. What if they had a conversation about this little girl and her hair, which I feel like, truth be told, they should have had that conversation behind closed doors once everything was done. Because right now you're dismissing the child's feelings and how she feels, and she's going to be scared to let somebody else do her hair. But what if they did have that conversation? He was just doing some malicious stuff and came back and he saw that the mom was reacting a certain type of way. So now he like, look at your mama. Look how your mama acts. You know, you see, it's like it's a back and forth with either or. I don't know who's right and who's wrong, but at the end of the day, the child still gonna feel how they feel regardless who right and who wrong. What do you saw it that way?
You know, I feel like I could see that situation, but I feel like it would have been. I feel like it would have been a different response from her. Like I feel like she would have said, "We already done talked about doing our motherfucking hair." Like I think that it would have been saying something like that. The only thing that she did say is that I can do my own child's hair. What makes it seem like she was jealous of some other female doing her hair. Now that makes it seem like, bitch, you just mad because they was over there playing family and you ain't mama no more. You dig what I'm saying? That's the way that I got from it. I can see it, yeah.
And then sometimes the man can be still dealing with it.
Hell yeah, though. Facts.
See, and then sometimes that can be an issue too because men can play that role like, oh, I done moved on, I done did this, or whatever the case may be, but you're still over here with this other woman, and she allows it, though.
Facts.
See, that's the problem with certain mothers, and, like, when you co-parent, you got to let that sexual part of the situation go and just worry about the child.
Yeah.
Because I see it from that point that the woman did, you know, she overreacted, and it wasn't. But then again, sometimes, you know, men can play a certain part in certain situations. And they can play a role, and they can make it seem like it's this and it's that, and she's gonna react. And I feel like the only time a woman reacts that way is if he's still dealing with that person. Because let's put it in perspective. Ari and Tati, they're in co-parenting 100. I like applaud them for how they react now, and you can tell that they are grown, number one, and it's about the kids. It's not about a man, because at the beginning, we knew off the emotions of her.
Facts.
It was never about nobody but her and him moving on with another woman. And she knew it was unresolved issues. But I felt like because behind closed doors, they was able to get everything situated, and he let it be known, this is where I want to be, and I appreciate what you got going on, whatever. So now they come together as one.
Yeah.
Like, they got to be able to come together, and that's the sad thing about everything. People don't know how to put their pride and ego to the side for the kids.
Exactly, because what's happening is that even, her having her feelings to however he treated her, that's warranted. But you can't let your feelings dictate how you take it out on your child. That's something different entirely. So that's what I'm saying. So yeah, I do.
Some people dislike their kids because of the parent, the person that they had the child with.
Facts.
And I hate that, and that's the sad part about reality. Sometimes them people will look at them kids and they will see that man.
Yeah.
Or they will see that woman and they react off of how they feel.
Yeah.
Based off of that. That child is very innocent. And I hate that sometimes because it's like, just give a child to whatever parent that's going to provide for that child. Don't leave that child in misery because you miserable. Number one, you ain't getting your way, and your ego is playing a part in how you dealing with a child. And this child is gonna resent you, and they're gonna feel how they feel, and it's just dead on that. Like, let the child be where they're loved, not where they struggle. That'd be my problem.
No, that's a good point. Yeah. Thank you so much for calling, Pookie.
No problem. Bye, Mama.
Bye. I love y'all. Be so goddamn pleasant ass folks and shit. Thank you so much for the sub, y'all. Vic is leading the way with 10 subs. Sunflower Rudy with 5. Owner 2 Really with 5. Let me see. We got Peaches 46 with 3. Lily Flower with 1. Wise Libra with 1. Ralph Lauren with 1. Thank you for everybody that have been subbing in this little time. So listen. So we're talking the situation. I'm gonna play it one more time just for the people who might have just came in. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. This was a crazy ass situation, and we're gonna get into a 2-parter because it ain't just mamas.
My baby said about this bitch crying.
I don't care. I told you stop playing with
me. This motherfucker cut my baby hair out of here. Look at that shit. That shit sad. Hurt my baby feeling.
Now wait.
But you don't hurt the dad. You hurt her feelings. You hurt my baby feelings. My baby sat there for 2 hours. My baby sat there for 2 hours. My baby said about this bitch crying.
I don't care. I told you stop playing with me.
This motherfucker cut my baby hair out of here. Look at that shit. That shit sad. Hurt my baby feeling.
Now wait.
But you don't hurt the dad. You hurt her feelings. You hurt my baby feelings. My baby sat there for 2 hours. My baby sat there for 2 hours. My baby said about this bitch.
And then you swing at the daddy in front of your daughter. And that is just crazy. Now see, the whole context, she's jealous. Somebody who he's kicking it with now is doing the baby's hair. But you're gonna cut this little girl's hair outside in front of everybody like she was the problem. The daughter gonna make it seem like it was her fault. And that's just so sad to me. And I don't understand. That's bitterness. I mean, that to me is it exceeds. What the fuck is your problem? You feel what I mean? So yeah, that's the situation. And then we're gonna get into this second part right after this. 678-235-4338. Is there any type of behavior from your baby father that deserves that type of outcome? Period. Baby feelings hurt like hell. You know what I'm saying? And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Because it's just like, bro, like, you can hate his ass. Do what you gotta do, but why hurt baby girl? Why hurt her? You know what I'm saying? And then you see that, she was mad. She cut the motherfucking scissors with blunt. She had blunt kindergarten scissors. You can't even make this type of shit up. She had blunt. This shit you cut construction paper with. Look at the scissors on the floor, y'all. Fucking shame.
Look at that shit.
You can't really make this type of shit up at all. What the fuck? Lord have mercy. What it do?
What's the deal, too?
What's up?
So I got you. I need you to ask the question again, because I think I came in a little late. You just played the video of the little girl again.
Yeah.
But you asked a question when I was calling, so I didn't get to hear the full question.
Here's the question right here. Listen, are you a mother?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So do you got a baby daddy that get on your nerve? Or are y'all cordial now?
Well, I got 2 children, 2 girls, and I'm with their dad. So.
Okay,
but
you're still with
other children and stuff.
Okay, well then fuck all that. Let me ask you a question. Is there any times where you feel like if you and your man got into a situation that you took it out on the kid? Say for instance, you and this man is arguing and shit. Kid come in there and say, "Mama, you ain't never took it out on the kid."
No, I find like you find yourself getting frustrated because you're angry with your significant other or their dad or their mom or something like that. You find yourself about to yell at the kid because you just angry and you have to look. You. It's a split second in between there where you look in their face and be like, "They ain't did nothing to me. I'm angry at this person." So I'm not going to take it out on my baby because at the end of the day, my baby has feelings. And if I'm constantly just being verbally abusive to them, they're going to grow up and be like, my mom don't love me. She don't this and that, or my dad don't love me. Only thing they do is yell and be angry at me and stuff like that. But I did want to comment about the video.
Go ahead.
Some country bumpkin. I'm from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, our mouths here can be ratchet and reckless and stuff. Cause I got family members that be like, "Sit the fuck," this quick, so
yeah,
I can cuss a little bit, but sit the fuck down and this and that. You punk motherfucker. You be like looking like them. Like, are you mad at yourself? And this is the shit that somebody was saying to you. Cause why would you be talking to kids like that?
Facts.
But what that mama did, cut that baby hair. First of all, you have lowered her pride. Like, the little girl, her hair was nice, neat, pretty, and at the end of the day, you might want to take your baby hair down because, like she said, I can do my own baby hair. Well, if you can do your own baby hair, her hair should have been done before she went to her daddy's house. So, at the end of the day, you can't be... even if you're mad at the daddy, don't take it out on the baby. You could have took the baby home, cut the baby hair out, took your time and cut that baby hair out. Because how you ain't cutting the baby hair? Then you all outside making yourself look
stupid.
Because the baby hair is done.
I would have called CPS if I seen her doing that. I would have called the police on if I seen people doing that. If I would have seen her doing that. Aggravating ass.
You're not supposed to put your hand on women. I would have tripped her ass like they did. Like, remember this? Like, get your ass out of here. Like, why you doing the most? And then the son right there, whoever old ass fingers was right there in the camera, they ain't even saying nothing. I'm like, damn, like, ain't nobody gonna say this? And she just steady talking about, I can do my own baby hair. Well, you should have did her hair before she went over her daddy's house. At least she got a daddy that want to do the baby hair. They just, I'm just like, these females, they don't got no mind. It's like, what you be thinking about? This is something less that you have to do at home. You don't have to worry about doing your baby hair. You could be cleaning the bathroom, cooking dinner, or whatever.
Getting ready. Getting you a little time. You're taking a nap. Shit. Go to sleep.
Yeah.
Shit, take a nap.
Like, I'm just like, this is fucking ridiculous. And mind you, I'm jumping from YouTube to you. I had just watched the Michelle story, so I'm like, oh shit. I get on there. I'm like, this the bullshit that I be saying. This the bullshit. This is why everybody need me thinks, like you say.
Yeah. Girl, thank you so much for calling in with your help.
Yeah, I'm like, that's some country. You seen that bad, Alabama. I said, they can't talk.
Yo, get off my phone, man. Yo, y'all crazy. Saying that girl with damn mama. I was just about to tell her to say it again, and she did it on her own. All right, look, we finna get into the second half of the conversation. Now, we just watched baby girl. Mama seemed like she was mad. She cut her daughter's hair completely off like a fool. You know what I'm saying? All outside, had baby girl, feelings all hurt. And I was asking, is there anything that you can go through it with your significant other that warrants this type of shit? And a lot of y'all said, hell no. Now, we even tried to come up with different scenarios to understand where she might have came from, and we just didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Now, we're going to watch another situation. And this time, it's going to be from a nigga point of view. You feel me? It's a two-parter. And I want to know, ladies, how would you feel in this particular situation? And I ask you again, even if the nigga's not really in your life like that, or he not in his kid's life like that, do you allow him to disrespect the man who has been doing it. Why the sound ain't on here? Hold on, I gotta get the sound. Nah, and here's the scenario. Cause ladies, I get it. Sometimes y'all do things that ain't right. Now I gotta be honest. Now the reason what I'm saying is this. Hold on, what the fuck? Okay, there we go. The reason is this. Y'all sometimes get mad. You know what I mean? Nigga don't be doing what he supposed to. It ain't no consistency or whatever, but you know, he be trying, but it ain't consistent. Your new man is consistent. You dig? And even though your new man and your son might have a relationship, you know what I mean? You will allow that man to just take him to the shop and get his haircut, where sometimes the first experience from the haircut should be with the biological. That's just my opinion on it. But I want to know. We're going to look at this one and we're going to go from there. We're going to go from there. Hold on. What the fuck? Hold on, yeah. This ain't it. Who the fuck shot is? Alright. Let's get into it.
Shot that all boy?
Ain't not shit, that's my motherfucking son. That's my motherfucking son. You don't got no business. Barbershop, I told you that. I told you that shit. It's your barbershop.
Hey, let me go ahead and call this woman real quick and we go ahead and get to the bottom of it.
Alright, you go ahead and do that. And she better say the right shit, because if she gone, I'm about to get the swinging in this. On God. Yeah, what up? Yo. Hey, that's not answering the phone, huh? Hey, that's probably what I thought ass.
Hey, bro. Man, why not
Hey,
get him out your
that's not your motherfucking son. That's my motherfucking son. This you want to be Russell Wilson so motherfucking bad. This you want to be Russell Wilson so bad. Well, you don't even got a Seattle.
Hey, bro, you going to them? Hey, bro, take the bus. I need all this up.
Hey, she said I answered the phone, huh?
Hey, bro, all right. I'm really sure you're going to
Yeah, all right. Hey,
like I said, watch your motherfucking son.
Ain't your motherfucking son.
Hold on. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Keisha. Hey, can you up here trying to take time with him?
Let me get him close.
What?
You ain't cleaning her nowhere until you pay your child support.
What? Child support? That little bitty ass shit, I can pay that shit right now on God.
Do it then.
Fine, shit out your ass.
Do it.
Hey, take that aside, man.
Hey, Keisha gonna really let this disrespect me in front of my mother son? So fat ass?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Listen what this nigga said. Keisha, you gonna really let this nigga disrespect me in front of my son with your thought ass? And proceeds to disrespect the mother in front of his son. Y'all gotta chill with this shit.
Hey, call that. Hey, I'm getting my motherfucking son. Hey, Mike, I appreciate you, but I need my son. I need my son. Hey, let's wrap this shit up. I need my motherfucking son, man. Give me my motherfucking son. Hey, don't kill my son no more. I'm gonna shit out your ass. Yeah, all right. Yeah.
You don't like him,
Yeah, all right. Let's go. All right.
Man, you let him like
Shit out your ass.
Come on, Russell, was you letting him take? Hey, man, it's his son, man. He ain't trying to fight. Yeah, he took it.
That shit.
So what are you doing? Now, do you think... what are you thinking about in this particular situation? First of all, shout out to stepdad. It was one of those type of things where he kept his cool in front of the kid. The kid is going to have a different respect and a different type of whole future Russell. Put it that way. You feel what I mean? Shout out to him for keeping this cool. But yeah, give me a call, 678-235-4338. Now, do you think that's one of those type of things? Because you heard the girl say, hey man, you ain't gave me no money for no child support, blah, blah, this and this and this and this and this and this and that. He said, I give you some money of that little chump change now. He admits that the child support is chump change. Yet, it take you 2 years to pay it. So, ladies, what are you doing in this situation? Do you feel like, hey, listen, this is the man that been feeding him. So, if he want to take him to go get a haircut, he can do just that. I want to know. 678-235-4338. Call me.
Call from.
What it do, family?
Hey, baby.
Hey.
Look here. First of all, these other parents need to call the police.
Mm-hmm.
Stop arguing back and forth. It ain't helping the child situation.
Facts.
The mother cutting the child's hair, call the police and report cruelty to the child.
Facts.
That's child abuse. The father just taking the son, the mother needs to get on the phone, call the police, and report him kidnapping because I didn't give you permission to take him.
Mm-hmm.
And be done with it. Stop going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Going back and forth is hurting the child. The child is watching y'all act like children.
Facts.
But you want the child to act grown up. Make it make sense. But the stepdad did right by letting him do it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that is his child.
Yeah. And
if you're not married to the mother, you gotta let him do it. Now, if he was married to the mother, I would have laid his ass out in that barbershop and been done with it.
Yeah, he wanted more of a fight than a resolution.
He wanted the confrontation because the mother moved on. It wasn't about the son. It was about the stepdad being there. And it was obvious that you're not a dad because the stepdad wouldn't have taken to the barbershop if you were doing your job.
Amen. That's the key point right there. You know, and I don't understand.
And it's obvious you wasn't doing your job, and that goes back to the mother.
Facts.
If that other woman did her hair, it's obvious you didn't do her hair. Because what mother is going to send their daughter to their father's house and not make sure their hair is done before they go?
Facts. Facts. She did it. No, I'm going to tell you what she did. She did it to prove a point. She sent her daughter over there, hair all out, thinking that he was going to cash app her instead of getting it done. And see, that's what she got mad at. She rather had money in her hand than to had the hair done. And that's what it all boiled down to. I done seen them type of burnt out bitches all the time. Bitch, you mad at him about a whole different reason.
Call the police.
Yep.
And establish your rights and go get full custody and be done with it. And then guess what? You ain't got to deal with it at all.
Facts. That's a fact, though. Thank you so much, Mama.
Love you.
Love you back. Hey, listen. That's some funny shit. All right, so listen. I got a question. Let's get it light. Now, we seen both situations, but I got a question. It don't matter if it was your kid, a niece. I don't give a fuck who it was. Have somebody ever hit you accidentally and your reflex was to go to mink their ass, but you forgot they was a toddler? Tell the truth. Hit me up right now, 678-235-4338. Have you almost fought a kid? Thank you so much, Nanny, to 7 for the sub. Have you almost fought a kid? Tell the truth, because I almost threw my nephew one time. Ooh, he hit me right there in the bridge, and it was thriving. I almost minked him. Tell the truth, 678-235-4338. It don't matter who it is. Have somebody who you love accidentally hit you in a way to where it hurt so bad you forgot that you loved them for a split second. Call me. I want to know. What it do, family?
I'm bad. Look, I'm all up in there trying to write. I'm saying the stepdad was very mature. They put immature. They get up. I don't get on my fucking nerves. But let me tell you, that damn daddy, he's so immature. He saw a room full of niggas and he wants to show out. His ego played a part in how he was handling that man. Let's be for real. You ain't never in your life had an issue with that man taking that child where he needs to be. Y'all, you ran into him in a room full of niggas and you had to show out. That's what it is. Your ego is what caused you to act out like that. Your child is going to see that. Let's start there. Your child know you're not doing for them. Let's be for real, because you probably don't even call him. You probably don't even call to see how he's doing at school or whatever the case may be.
That little boy didn't even know that was his daddy.
Baby, that's what I'm saying. The little boy don't know nothing about you. He's going to get older, and he's going to realize eventually my dad ain't shit. When it's all said and done, it's the ego that you playing. It's the ego trip, and you over here, you trying to make yourself look good. You talking about child support, ain't no money. There's chump change, but again, we got the chump change to fund this child with the support that he needs. And it's starting to piss me off because it's like, first of all, I give it up to the woman. The woman has actually found a man that's more mature. How he handled himself shows that she ain't dealing with no nigga like she used to deal with, like the daddy. She done went and got a new nigga. a nigga who actually level-headed. He ain't worried about nothing. He trying to make sure this child is mentored right and trying to make sure he gets the best advice or whatever he needs as a child to grow up as a young man in this world.
Facts.
People got to stop letting their egos guilt trip them into thinking that their ego plays a big part in something. It doesn't. You need to let your ego down, and you need to take care of that child as a grown man.
Facts.
Regardless, I promise you, that lady, if he was giving her money, and he was doing what he needed to do, first of all, the white men wouldn't be in your business to begin with. Let's start there. And also, she would have gave you more access to this child, but what she's not going to do is continue to let that child get their hopes up. My dad, and the daddy keep failing that child, or that daddy keep letting that damn child hopes and stuff. Like, you messing it all up. Get with this other daddy, like, hey, look, I know y'all go and get to her cut around this time. Can I have a chance to do that? Or just say, hey, I'm going to pick my child up around this time and do this for my child. Be more involved. That's the problem. You're not involved. You're ready to this man doing something for your child. That's the problem.
Well,
you ain't doing shit with this child.
Well said, sis. Thank you so much, Pooh.
Because it's like they got to get their shit together. Men got to take accountability. I'm done. I'm aggravated. Bye.
She finna call her baby daddy, and he finna get an earful for no reason. He been doing everything right. She about to say, you know what, y'all niggas ain't shit. You know what I mean? You don't do nothing right. You don't think right. He gonna be like, what? he finna catch us straight for no reason. But we switching it up though. Have a kid ever hit you accidentally and it hurt so bad that your reflex almost went to go just to go choke them out? Tell the truth, man. Y'all be acting like y'all perfect patties. Have you almost socked your kid? Have you almost minked your kid? Tell the truth. They hit your ass. Hey, them little hands hurt bad sometimes. And don't let them bitches catch you when you don't see it coming. Like, especially the toddlers. Oh, almost sent a couple to the moon. Hit me up. 678-231. Oh, shit. 678-235-4338. Hit me up, y'all. Goddamn. Why y'all, hold on. I'm gonna cut off the phone. What y'all scared to call me? How we got niggas calling back and y'all ain't calling in? Goddamn. And that nigga said we hit back. Yep, my little cousin smacked the shit out of me off guard. It made you want to say, boy, man, go to your room. Get the fuck. Make you want to say, get the fuck. What it do, family? Hello. What's up?
Girl, listen, I was a special education teacher in a preschool class. I got my ass beat the fuck up every day. Baby, it was a niece 0, them kids 10. I got holes in my arm right now. They bit me. I almost uppercut. I would never put my hands on them babies. Listen, y'all kids is protected with me, trust me.
Yo, but, listen, man. My dad used to work for a special education class, man. There was this white boy named Billy that wore a helmet. Oh, that nigga. If he got upset, everybody getting hit. But I swear to God, my dad would only let me come up there on certain days, nigga, like when Billy had like a half a day and shit. Because they used to be having to goddamn put Billy down.
Girl, we will have to put them babies in holes, and I'm like, I can't hold this baby. Listen, they would get out that shit.
They get strong. They strong.
Strong as fuck. I would get hit. Them damn helmets hurt. They bites hurt. They throw hands like they got damn Mike Tyson. Baby is strong.
Bro, I'm fucking weak as hell because that is the truth, bro. Like dead ass, that you ain't telling no lies at all, Shawty. You are not telling no lies at all, boy. Because I'm telling you, my days.
Some real strength.
Yeah. So you almost sent you a couple to. You almost DDT'd a couple.
Sent their ass straight to the moon.
Thank you for calling.
I love my favorite kids was the ones that bit me and shit. Because
they really don't be knowing no better, though, on some real shit. They really don't be knowing no better.
Them my baby still.
Yeah, man, my godmother got a daughter named Mariah, and she's like, when she get upset, she's strong. But see, you got to remember that they grown women, so you can't be getting caught slipping, because I mean they your size. Yeah, you know, even though their mentality is younger, nigga, they beat your ass. You got to get the fuck on. Hell no.
They beat the shit out of you. Ain't no joke.
But thank you for calling this. They will whoop your ass. Dead ass. I be scared of some of them. I be scared. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like if they a little hefty and shit. Nah, I don't want them type of odds, because sometimes they come out the blue with shit and you don't know what happened. You watching TV, next thing you know they done dove on you with some shit just because they ticking, and it's like I don't like them odds. I swear, I don't like them odds at all. You feel me? What it do, family?
Detroit.
What it do, family?
What's the deal, Stu?
What's up?
I know you're going to get tired of me calling back.
What happened?
2 stories. No, I got 2 stories.
No, you can only do one. You can only do one. So pick out the best one.
All right. So, me and my cousin, we 8 years apart, right?
Yeah.
And she a kid to me, but we still 8 years apart, but we grown. I'm 29. She like, 27 or so. I mean, not 27, 21 or whatever. So, she talking crazy. Her mama end up telling my baby that's 1 year old, shut the fuck up. So I'm looking at her. I'm like, they always say I'm on some bullshit. So I'm just sitting there like, she just told my baby shut the fuck up. So I'm just like, all right, we about to go. So my 2 cousins, they arguing and shit. I'm like, I'm looking at my little cousin. I ain't thinking she gonna hit me. All of a sudden, my 2 cousins get to argue. I'm like, y'all stop arguing. My cousin jumped on the couch and punched me in my motherfucking eye. I done flew back in the little chair and shit. I'm like, did she just almost knock me on my motherfucking feet? All of a sudden, she tried to hand me my baby. I put my baby to the side. I know I was not supposed to. When you said I gave her east side ass whooping, I whooped her motherfucking ass. I said, you gonna put your hands on my cousin? I mean, you gonna put your hands on your cousin? When she lifted her head up, she told me, you not knocked yourself. I said, I should have knocked your motherfucking
Hold on, so when she jumped up the couch and hit you in your eye, she did it on purpose?
Yeah, she just fucked me in my eye.
Oh yeah, that's a brawl. The question was, did a kid hit you accidentally and you wanted to mink him? That's y'all fighting in the family.
Yeah, well, to me she a kid, but I don't know what the fuck was wrong with her and her mind, cause like my family, they know I'm gonna go there. So when she hit me, I'm like, was she trying to break it up? And then when she handed me my baby, like, you done punched me in my eye and give me my baby, I'm like, she gotta be slow. Like, I don't think Mumford taught you what you needed to know, because you just punched me in my motherfucking eye. When I say I beat her ass, I wasn't even going to beat her ass, but she had to get that ass whooping, and she got her tooth knocked out. I said, well, I'll be damned.
So I mean, but what was the reason why she jumped off the couch and punched you? I'm so lost.
I don't know. She was lost in the heat. Her mama had told my 1-year-old baby to shut the fuck up in her face. Like, my baby was crying. So I'm like, she won. She just turned 1. I'm like, y'all ain't telling your drunk ass mama to not tell my baby to shut the fuck up. She screamed in my baby's face like, shut the fuck up. So they always be like, Najee, you be on some bullshit. You be on some bullshit. I'm like, all right. In my head, I'm like, let me calm down. Let me just get my shit. Her mama just steady going back and forth. All of a sudden, I'm trying to tell them to calm down. She done jumped on the couch, was like, beat. I'm like, oh my God. When you say, I'm just like, I don't even want to beat you like a up the street. I'm just gonna give you a couple of little combos, little KFC combos.
Yeah, we ain't talking about when we hit the kids. We was talking about like when when they hit you accidentally and you want to beat them up, but not when we really knocking teeth out the kids. We don't want to do that.
Yeah. Well, she grown. She's 21. I mean, she was 21, but to me, by her being younger than me, 8 years younger than me, I didn't change her diaper. So she's a kid to me.
I get you.
Like, I was a kid changing her, but that's why I said I had 2 stories, because when the lady was talking about the special ed, I'm like, my mom was special ed.
Yeah.
The way she flexed them kids,
like, hell yeah, that's it. But I mean, I understand it now, but at first when you was talking, I was so confused. But thank you for calling in, sir.
For sure, her.
Thank you. Hey, man, listen. We got about 30 more minutes, and we're talking about 678-235-4338. That's the number. I've been trying to pin this shit for 18 years, and I can't pin it. So that's the number again. I'm going to say it slower. 678-235-4338. Have a kid accidentally hit you, and you almost slammed them to the ground? Tell the truth. Do it. Do it. Do it. Have a kid or anybody. You know what I'm saying? Just like you even could have probably been watching TV with your lady or your man. He go to reach over to get his drink and he elbow you in the nose and it hurt. Did your reflex you almost knocked his ass out? Tell the truth. I want to know right now. Tell me a funny story. I want to laugh. 678-235-4338.
Call from.
What it do, family? Hello.
Tutti Booty?
What's up with you?
Nothing. I'm calling to make a comment about the parents.
Okay, do it.
Far as both of them.
Mm-hmm.
In most cases, when you have children with somebody, it's not guaranteed that y'all gonna stay together.
Facts.
So, wouldn't you want your children to be around somebody that's going to take care of your kids the same way that you would?
Facts.
Like, look at the stuff that happened to Nazaire Harris.
Yeah.
Kamani Latif. Like, you can have people around your children like that. The Shannons and the Annette. People that really don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, my comment is, like, I feel like on the woman part, she was being extra bitter because obviously her and her child's father was no longer together,
mm-hmm.
and he got with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I would be happy that my child's father chose someone that, you know, gonna make sure my child is okay when they're not in my presence.
Facts.
As far as like with the dad as well, if he was doing what he was supposed to be doing, there for his son, taking care of his son, it wouldn't have had to be another man stepping up to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I felt like both of them handled the situation very inappropriate, and they both was ignorant.
Yeah.
Yep, that was my only comment I had.
And let me ask you a question though. Have you ever been in that have you or ever seen that situation up close though, where you know for a fact like your homegirl, she treating her baby daddy wrong, just straight off bitterness instead of just being a woman? Have you ever seen it up close?
Well, far as like I've actually been in a situation myself
mm-hmm.
in both cases, far as like being with someone
mm-hmm.
that has a child and the baby mama is bitter
mm-hmm.
about them not being with them anymore.
Yeah.
I was actually in that same situation with my husband. Once he left his baby mom, she was extra bitter that he was with me and didn't want the kids around me. Anything I did for the kids, she would, you know, basically destroy it or take their money away from them if I gave them money and stuff like that. And I really was just trying to love on the kids,
mm-hmm.
build a bond and relationship with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I have been in that situation. And it even went further to far as, like, her doing very demonic things to me and my husband because of that.
She wasn't putting rabbits in pots and shit, was she?
Man, she was doing all kind of stuff. She was busting windows.
Did it get better now, though?
She was trying to fight him.
Damn.
She even went so far as to make up a story saying that I shot at her and her kids, and I went to jail. I was in jail facing a case, fighting a case for a year and a half, facing 22 years of life behind this.
All over bitterness.
Yes, upset. And when I got when I got the decision, the sentencing in court, the judge read her so bad, told her she ought to be ashamed of herself because the whole case was over a man. She was bitter that, you know, my husband had left her and got with me.
What type of D he got, sir? What type of D he got that got her going crazy like that? You might wanna.
I told him you must got the gold dripping on that thing.
I'm just saying, sir. Like, make sure you gonna need a goddamn a vaccine for this nigga. Cause I mean, goddamn, this nigga, you don't want to be next being crazy as fuck. But I mean, is it better now?
That's right.
Is it better now though?
We've been married 9 years now, so everything kind of smooth. We kind of like don't even really mess with her too much. We keep her out of the way, you know, to keep the drama down. Like, I ain't really had no problems with her recently in the last few years, and that's, you know, with the grace of God, because she used to just take us through the ringer 24/7. But far as like with the guy too as well, like I got a son before we got together, and he's 16, and his father, he's never he's deceased now, but he never really was like a financial support system when it came to my son. So when me and my husband got together, he stepped up tremendously and was there for my son and doing for my son, like actually really being the father that my son needed at the time. And when my baby father found out the relationship that they had, he used to just do little stuff like call and ask for me. He was more concerned about talking to me and trying to see me than he was his son. And my husband could have went a different route with it and got, confrontational with him about it, but he never did. He kept his, composure, and he continued to be a good father to my son. So it's like basically like who you decide to get in a relationship with, how they're going to have the situation. If you with someone immature, they're going to pop off.
Facts.
If you with someone that, is mature, they going to assess the situation and handle it in the correct manner. Because one thing is for sure, two things are for certain. You do not want to keep doing that type of stuff in front of these children.
Facts.
Let them, see y'all act crazy towards each other, arguing and fighting and all of that stuff towards each other. You actually really teaching a little boy, this is how you treat a woman.
Facts.
And you are teaching a little
That's
girl.
That's what I was looking at. That's what I was looking at. That's what I was looking at, because even in the first situation with the little girl with the hair, you know what I'm saying, not only was the little girl out there, it was a little boy out there too. And it wasn't, and when the mother swung on him, the little boy was just like looking up, and I'm like, damn, they're not even looking at she not even thinking about the other shit. You know what I'm saying? And that would have a lot.
The reaction of the children or anything.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Thank you so much for calling in, boo.
Thank you for hearing me today.
No problem, Pookie. No, that was a really good point. Another good point is we see the situation though sometimes with Russell Wilson in the Future. I know I always bring this up, but a lot of people get mad that Russell love on Future the way that he does. And I want to keep in mind, I want you guys to understand that, even Big Future has said that he don't even know where his kid go to school. Now, he has all of the money and the means in the world, and a lot of people don't understand that money shit don't mean nothing. Impressions is everything. All I know is for 10 years, that nigga Russell Wilson, even being a big-ass legendary NFL player, makes sure that he is almost at every single last one of Future's games. And that's it. It's the developmental factor. And a lot of people love Future music so much they get lost in what this kid need. I know one thing. I know when Big Future gets old, when Lil Future gets older, he's gonna understand what it takes to love a woman properly by looking at his stepdad, not by looking at his dad. And that's for goddamn show. You feel what I mean? It's like night and day that he sees, and people sometimes don't be understanding that. And that shit is like wild to me. Like, let people love on your child if it's done properly. Now, if it's one of those type of things to where it's a new woman and it's habitual, I get that. Because I can't stand that type of shit. I hate when a woman introduce, their kid to everybody that they're dating. That's why it's dating, okay? You don't introduce your kid to nobody while you're dating. You don't know that nigga. So your kid definitely should know that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way that I feel about that shit. If you don't know this nigga, then he couldn't be around your kid. Because your kid is trusting you to know this nigga. Because when your ass go to the bathroom or when you sleep and shit, this nigga trying to sneak off in my room, bitch, you should have known that. You dig what I mean? We ain't have enough time to assess this nigga. Let's get to assessing. You dig? And vice versa. Like, it's one of those type of situations that's real tricky. You dig or whatever? But I mean, like, the bitterness shit gotta stop. It's ugly as hell. I think kids are getting hurt in the process. We showing kids the wrong shit. It take all of us. Shit, I'm for real. Dead ass serious, bro. Y'all, I feel like niggas be giving niggas keys too quick. Nah, nigga, you do not need to be at my crib with your feet all up, washing no drawers or nah, nigga. Nah, yeah, I don't understand. I don't get what the rush is. Everybody's like in this big hurry to just, I don't know if this Instagram shit got y'all niggas bamboozled. You see niggas posting pictures with they man, now you want to find one, even if it's the wrong one. Y'all better chill the fuck out. Look, this social media shit means nothing. Use your brain cells, goddamn. Dead ass is y'all niggas be ignoring the red flags now. It's certain things I can understand, but it's some red flags that be so goddamn big to where like I don't understand how you missed them. For real. And it's sad, but it takes all of our ass. Hit me up, 678-235-4338. We talking like situations. Have you ever been so mad at your significant other that you took it out on a kid, that you took it out on the children? Now, I know mothers, fathers, I know everybody get into it. We arguing with each other. Kid coming in, I want ice cream. Go sit your ass down. They get it like that. Let's not pretend we done did shit like that. But we're talking about it taking it a whole different drastic turn. You know what I'm saying? Cutting hair off. Just being a complete dumbass in front of your child. Hit me up, 678-235-4338. Typo the kids, I'm at work. Sneak. It's okay. Sneak. It's okay. Paris, sneak, goddamn. If you trust him, then he gonna exactly. Sometimes kids, I feel like, even give mothers the sign like a nigga ain't right. Shit.
Call from.
What it do, family?
What up? Good morning, Tootie Booty.
Good morning to you.
Before I got back to work.
Well, you sound like a robot. Hold on. You sound like a robot. Hold on. Fix your phone because it's like you underwater. Say it again.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. No. So I was saying I wanted to chime in before I got back to work. But I have 2 younger daughters myself. Mm-hmm. And me personally, my baby father is not around. So with the first little situation, I would look at it as at least they're trying to help you out. Maybe the little girl came over there with a ponytail or something. And maybe the stepmom or the girlfriend was just like, let me take some weight off her and let me do her hair.
Facts.
Now, the part that pissed me off was the fact, I understand you're mad because, okay, maybe you have some bitterness that you need to recover from, heal from. Mm-hmm. But it was no reason for you to sit up here and cut that child's hair like that.
Nope.
And then it's just like you did it so carelessly. So it's like, not only are you messing up what the girlfriend did, but you're also fucking her hair up because you don't know if you could have been cutting her real hair or whatever the case may be. But I just feel like that was wrong. And then with the dad, I can kind of understand where he's coming from, but he could have handled that a little bit more better. And I just felt like at that point, it wasn't even about you wanting to go with your son for a haircut. It was more of like a pride and an ego thing.
That's exactly what it was. Because the way that he kept threatening the stepfather was no need for that, bro. The stepfather was not, he never once was malicious to him. He never once raised his voice to him. You feel what I'm saying? All he kept saying was, bro, back up. You dig what I mean? I feel like he stood his ground. The dude wanted to put on in front of everybody in the barbershop. And I feel like what he don't understand is that half of the people in the barbershop was on the stepfather's side and he didn't even know it. You know what I mean? Like, dead serious.
He just made himself look dumb.
Facts, dumb as fuck.
And then lastly, to answer that third part, my 9-month-old abuses me on a daily basis. And it was one time, she took her finger and she poked me in my eye. I could have sworn my eye was finna fall out. When I say I almost threw that child, I had to sit on the bed and I had to go in the bathroom and smoke. I said, you know what? Let me, because a lot of times with her, I be forgetting to see a baby. And I'm like, because they be strong. I don't know what's up with these babies now, but they are aggressive, and it's so crazy. But I'm going to get back to work. I love you, too.
I love you back. You, too. Yo, that was a bomb summation, how she did it. She came in and out. Bye, bye, bye. You feel me? Hey, no, but that shit funny as hell, though, because look. Boy, I remember a couple times where my sister almost got my nephew, because my nephew, man, you couldn't tell this nigga when he was growing up, he wasn't no Mighty Morphin fucking Power Ranger. So all the nigga used to do was just leap in a single brown. He wake up in the morning, hit a flip. I'm like, nigga.
Call from.
Nigga hit a flip and some more shit. So he used to stay hitting the nigga by mistake and shit, bro. Like, for real, I used to be like, boy. My sister, man, almost threw that nigga ass to goddamn Mars one time. Your 9-year-old strong as hell. Hell yeah, you don't be meaning to. You don't even be meaning to, man, but it just be one of those sad ass shit where something might land the wrong way and you like, nah, bro, this ain't the time today. Period. Hey, call me, 678-235-4338. We're just sitting here talking about, have you ever been so mad at your significant other to where you took it out on the kids? Being honest, sometimes it happens. You feel what I mean? Like, have you ever seen your child and he looks so much like their daddy? You just say, just go to your room. I don't even want to look at you. I want to look at you. My mama used to get so mad at my daddy about that shit. But have you ever did that shit? Tell the truth. Cause sometimes that's some human nature shit. I mean, have you ever seen him just looking just like his daddy? He make a face just like his daddy, and you be like, I'll never take nothing on my baby from what his bitch ass daddy do or did. Hell no. Boss lady Keisha, I get it. So you mean to tell me you ain't never looked at your son and he was looking just like your daddy, his daddy, and you just was like, oh. My mama used to tear my ass over that shit. She used to be hot, dog. My mama used to be mad as hell. It used to get to the point when she even said, you look just like your daddy. Ugh. I used to be dying laughing because I'm like, you picked him? Did nobody tell you to pick that nigga? Yo, my nephew and my sister, shawty, my nephew be so mad sometimes, and my sister, you know how sons and mothers and shit do, nigga, but they look just alike. I be crying like a motherfucker. I be like, how you mad at your son? Why you mad at your son? Hey, if they make the same face, what I used to have the same like everything from my dad. So my mama had like a 30-minute capacity where she could deal with me. That bitch she used to be ready to send me out. Nah, but no, dead ass is. Nah, she wasn't me like that. I'm just being funny. I'm exaggerating. But she did. It was some times when she did say that shit. Like, damn, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, you picked the nigga shit. The fuck you think was gonna happen? It's genetics. See, your ass should have been in science instead of in the bleachers with this nigga. If you would have understood how the mutations and shit work, you would have known that it was a 60% chance, 50-50, that I was gonna look like the nigga. But no, you was being hot. All up under the bleachers. Should have been up in Miss Roseanne class learning how the atoms and the sperms and shit work. You dig what I mean? See, that's what I'm talking about. It's all your fault when you think about it. I flipped it on. No, Lady Trent, I had to flip it on her ass. Because no, you ain't going to make me feel like I'm the problem. No, you the problem. If you had not skipped health, you know what I mean? And been in that closet and shit fucking around Mumford. We know the truth. Y'all was fucking all around Mumford. You dig? You should have been listening. Nah, it's your fault. You would have known. You would have fucking known. No. So next time they say that shit to you, that's what you say. Period, poo. You dig what I mean? Hey, listen, y'all. Tonight, meet me here. You know what I mean? 8 o'clock. We're doing a paint, sip, and smoke. Get your canvases. We gonna paint some shit. Best prize gonna win best paint gonna win the cash app. Now you can do whatever the fuck you want to. You can paint. You can draw. You just got to do something. We're just gonna do it for an hour. We like to, bring it down some. It's the middle of the week. You dig? We need some decompression. That's all we need. I appreciate it. Y2 sound exactly like my Virgo ass daughter gonna tell Ma, you picked my dad, I didn't. Exactly, Kyra, because it's a fact. That lady, your daughter is knowledge went to college. Because you did. Listen, here. Ladies, I hate to break it down to you. Let me break it down. When you pick a man, all right, and you decide to pop that coochie for him, you know what I mean, and do it without no condoms, you have to understand, hey, I might have a kid that look like him. Now, you have to think in that moment, do I like him that much to see him for the rest of my life? Some of y'all just leave it up to chance. Now, you don't like that nigga. You just like the way that he be goddamn doing that, but you don't want to be with him, and you decided to give him some of that. Your fault. Kyra, your daughter's a genius. I swear to God. Hey, bro, make sure I'm telling y'all, make sure y'all come in tonight, man, for the paint, sip, and smoke. It's going to be fun. Music, little wine, little dine. You dig? Hey, for the Breakfast and Bud, we're going to be back on Friday, 10:30 to 12, so make sure you have your ass here. Hopefully, I'll be almost about to get parole. I might be on work. I'll be at the halfway house on Friday, so I should be out Buddy in this shit. Y'all stay tuned. Hold on. Hey, look, dead ass. I said 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Or whatever. So that's what time we doing it or whatever. Tonight. So wind down Wednesday. We gonna goddamn do a little paint sip shit like that. You dig what I mean? See if we can get up to at least 2,200. We got to get to 3K, y'all. Then the folk. We don't got nothing for 3K. So the next goal really is 4K. Fuck. That's aggravating. Dead ass. Hold on one second.